Beautiful. All right. GM, everyone. Welcome to the weekly all hands for the bCard project. I am not Lynx, who almost always hosts this thing, as far as I'm aware. So I apologize if we might go through some things or if I'm missing information. My plan is just to go over the lag metrics and really just talk about each field as we got and ask if there are any updates. I see that we have had $166 in transaction volume total, plus 84 from last week. Did we really double it this past week?
It looks like it.
Well, all right. Can we just keep that pace going? Just Moore's law this thing.
Yeah, we just got some more. We just got some more people helping you out, corrupted.
Perfect. All right. So, assuming there's no updates to that, let's look at our lead metrics. We got one new user so far.
This is probably not accurate.
This number's terrible and have not fixed it yet. I assume this is still the same then? Terrible and not fixed yet?
Yeah, I don't know how do we count new users? Do we count people that visit the app website, or do we count people that actually get cards? And I don't know which are the people that actually get cards. Lynx knows this, so yeah, probably and not this number is terrible and not fixed yet is the current state.
Yeah, we're figuring it out, I think, as we go as to what's going to be the best way to keep these metrics tracked. But I think if you want to ballpark it, I think we had 4 new users register, get cards, and do some sort of like activation loading procedure on them this week. So that would be like a +4 new card users.
Or do you, let's say cards distributed, cards sent. All right. Sounds good. Looking at our progress on the generic card, do we have anything on that, NF Thinker? Ballpark percentage? Is he here? He is not. All right, we can follow up with him later.
Yeah, they are. He's here. He's here. He's sitting in the audience.
There we go.
Yeah, there's a bunch of folks in the audience.
I can't see the audience, and I cannot invite people up.
I'm here. Yeah, sorry about that. I thought I was in the on stage. No, there's no change to that metric. So no new communities currently. Oh, sorry, generic card.
Project and generic card.
Yeah, generic card. No, so I think the next step on this release is to just finalize the design. Last week, I think Link said we were around 50%. I'd say we're definitely we were farther. I would say plus 15%.
Total 65% done, up 15, you think?
Yeah, and I'll just adjust that based on whatever last week's number was. But yes.
Wicked.
So plus 15%, please.
15%. Leave it. Let's keep it consistent. All right. Returning users. Same status?
I've got a three lines here for you to add for the user snapshot just from our active privy users on production. So I'm going to give you active number of users in the past week is 14. New users in the past week is 9. And total users all time is 37. So this might be an initial, we might scrap some of these metrics, but this is sort of an initialization of some of these numbers.
Beautiful. Let's see. We'll change this up to say in the last week. Active. All right. Beautiful. And I'm not really participating in the governance, so what about our multisig?
I think we're fully funded for our POC distribution. If NF Thinker has any other updates to that, I think it was some money might have been moved around this week.
No, there has been no money moved around this week, but we have added some OPX to the multisig. So
Streaming in, that's right.
Yeah, so we've had some streaming OPX coming in. So that would be plus 1700 OPX.
Assuming this total is correct from before, we'll put that at a total of 1,700.
Yeah, the total is 3,542.
Beautiful. All right. Team-wide announcements. We need to do our seasonal updates and update the playbook alongside that. Has there been any progress on that? Or do we do progress in team-wide announcements? I'm still fairly new to this.
I don't think there have been any major updates to the playbook. Probably after this week.
Into this week. Well, say likely be looked into this week. Trying to get payroll out soon. Make sure to submit any requests in bCard evidence for work that you've done. Let's see. Lynx and NF Thinker are at ETH Denver. I am jealous. Is anyone else at ETH Denver that they'd like to be mentioned in the list?
Blue Bear, are you here?
Denver locally by default. I won't be down there till Thursday.
Okay.
Chris, are you there already? Or are you heading there today?
Yeah, I got here. I got here last night, so I'm just just laying in bed right now.
I was just thinking back to your travel down to Texas, and I was just hopeful that it was better.
Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah, way better. Yeah, on all my flights. So
Awesome. Let's see. Do we have any new members in the chat? Let's see. I believe I did watch last week's weekly roundup. I believe you joined last week, Blue Bear? Is that a different user?
Here, yeah, since August of last year.
No, that was not you then.
I'm new, but I'm just lurking. I noticed a typo on the sign up sheet, so I just jumped in to let you guys know. But this is the most exciting project right now, so interested in making sure it happens.
Sure. Do you want to do an introduction? Say what you would be interested in contributing. What brought you here?
No, I've got enough on my plate right now, so I wanted to just get a quick status check. Sorry, I'm I'm going to continue lurking unless you guys need me.
Sounds good with us.
All right, cool.
Anyone else? There is one person in the audience. All right, sounds good. Moving on to milestone perspective. We have launched the POC to the public. Thanks Tom and Lynx. Beta testing. We have 5 new users on our end and did a user test round. We have a user testing v4 document going over the FAQ document that I was reading about. We'll look at that later.
AQ document, and I stuck that in the stuck a link in the notes so that if you guys want FAQ questions as well as potentially any roadmap feedback that comes out of the beta testers.
All right, we have our rewards proof of concept up on the staging. So we are looking to deploy that soon, I would imagine. Design review and clean up incoming before releasing the prod. Beautiful. Any updates on that?
I think the biggest thing is Lynx doesn't want to fire off anything that's going to look super duper ugly. So I can show you guys sort of some screenshots of what I've been working up live on the staging, if you'd like to do that later on when we're in discussion, and maybe you guys could give me some feedback on what you guys think it might need to get ready for production.
Beautiful. Right. We wanted to wait until we got more finalization on the branding, right?
Oh yeah, I think just for this particular implementation, Lynx is looking to implement a basic rewards screen that's going to be sort of a placeholder implementation. Right now, we currently have it just failing out and saying come back later. So sort of the next step that we're looking to do is have the rewards that users are being accrued be displayed to them and indicate to them this is where they're going to come to be claiming those rewards later as well.
Beautiful. Any updates on our content funnel? Rainus, because Coffee Crusher is out.
Yeah, we're actively working on our content funnel. We last week NF and Coffee met discussing the community funnel that's created. I don't know what was the conclusion, but it's being updated and there's work being put in. Also on the communication side today, if you guys check your emails, there's a new email that March wrote. You can check it out. It's more of a call to new beta testers that want to sign up. Yeah, and a regular update. There's also a patron email from Lynx coming soon at the end of this month. Me and Andy are preparing some new video content, and with Coffee Crusher, we're working on the co-marketing campaign template and the community and user funnel for our when we launch processes in communications and marketing.
All right. Seems like we just need a few updates from Coffee Crusher, so we'll get that from them later. But I think I got everything that you said. All right. Regarding the community funnel, any specific communities that we'll be talking to while at East Denver, or anything that we want to call out?
There are a different people that we're meeting with. So, for example, today, meeting with some people from ApeCoin. Nothing is really set up and formal. So I'm going out today to like do my networking. Besides ApeCoin, we have some people from Origin Dollar DAO, I believe, are here. And those are two of the communities that were kind of high up on our list. There are some people from Nouns. We're going to be following up with them. And then on the ops side, we have Unlimit, which is an on-off ramp partner, which we're setting up a meeting for. And Gnosis apparently wants to speak with us again, so I think we're going to speak with them, but I don't think that would be anything major.
What was that possible one?
Gnosis card. GNOSIS.
I was like, that sounds like it should start with a G. All right, sounds good.
Yeah,
This is
Gnocchi.
I love gnocchi. All right, sounds good. Let's see. We have raised 200K from our seed club. That meeting happened during this past week, right? Yeah, last week. Hoping to get into their consumer crypto cohort. Link sent an email with a cold email to Koopa Troopa. I love that spelling. We'll see what happens. We'll be at East Denver schmoozing with them. Has there been any new traction on this?
For Seed Club, there is we just have to wait now because they're in their interview phase. So they said it could be a week or two before we hear from them. And then the other two, I'm not sure why he was contacting Koopa Troopa. The other one is, we're just going to be trying to schmooze some people. So we'll report back.
I'll just add a heart there. Let's see. Any new brands this week? It looks like Lynx did come here and update a few things prior to this meeting. I would assume that this is up to date then.
Well, we have announced our new brand in our email to our email subscribers, and we have stated that Bankless Card is now bCard to our email subscribers.
Beautiful.
And
Um,
just another little tidbit on that. I know we're a bit further out on my end, but I have started initial explorations for the bCard branding V4 or 5 that will be working towards in the next 3 to 6 months. It's looking pretty freaking cool too. I was surprised.
All right, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm very excited. All right. Moving on to Asana. Looks like week 8 was last week. Coffee Crusher is still out, so we will just keep that one on hold. I defer to Links to determine if he's worked on these for 5 hours each over the past week. Rainus, have you worked on communication workstream 5 hours of the past week?
Yep, I did.
And a Thinker, partnership workstream lead.
Yes.
And Tom, development workstream lead.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful. We'll leave the rest for Links and Coffee Crusher to find out later. Any specific tasks that we want to add to our East Denver project? We could add communicating with specific groups. First thing that comes to mind.
Yeah, communicating with obviously ops partners, community partners, and fundraisers. Those are our main 3 objectives here.
Say ops, media, and what?
No, ops, community, and patrons. Oh yeah, ops and community are 2 separate ones.
Nah. Ops partners, patron partners, and community partners. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, do we want to assign these out at this point, or leave these open-ended and we can add them as they are accomplished over East Denver? Because these are
Yeah.
pretty open-ended and anyone can participate.
Yeah, I think they're pretty much open. Just because it'll be both Links and I focusing on those.
Beautiful. And a Thinker, any updates on an on-ramp partner?
Yeah, we're meeting with them this week.
Awesome. Milestones and goals. I can totally talk. Any updates on our beta app? Private user. I'm assuming I just don't have permission to see. Looks like Links and that person are going to be meeting at East Denver. So unless they're in the chat, we'll just leave it as is.
And I have one question about that. Tom, can you add me to the Figma for the current app just so I can take a look at it and think a little bit about that as well, trying to take a holistic approach to this brand thing. I have
Yeah, for
every
sure.
other link except that one.
let me jump in and see about that Figma access for you.
Cool, man. Appreciate it.
Beautiful. Let's see. Milestone on our community funnel. Any updates on that?
No updates on our community funnel. Not until we have. Yeah, definitely not until after this week.
Giving him power so strong, it was enough to rise to the top position among the Marines during the era of Roger. But right about now, you might be saying, Sengoku is a Marine.
Content funnel, Rainus?
We have a theoretical structure down, but it's being refined and understood which is the path that we're going to go with it. Still working on it, but we have a set structure that we can use.
Beautiful. Let's see. We have our new brand. Hooray for bCard. Uh, do we have we finally updated our org emails to use our new domain?
Not yet, not everything yet. We have started this process. A lot of things have been done, but not fully everything.
Beautiful. Let's see. We did raise our 200K, and that is from Seed something.
We didn't raise 200K.
Not
Oh,
yet.
No.
Not yet. My bad. Continuing to get to that objective. Sounds good.
Yes. Yeah. So now Rock House, that is still on hold. No movement there. We're not doing anything on that until after we've public launched our card.
Sounds good. It's Old Town until we launch. Yep. Let's see. We are still progressing towards a daily 1,000 daily transacting users.
Arrogance has a sound.
And working on our generic bCard. External documentation website. So it looks like we have a few tasks in here, such as the getting started article that I've been working on, an FAQ that a private user is working on. Support pages, I have started to work on those alongside the getting started article, so I will assign that to myself. I did touch on PCI compliance, but I'm not very familiar with it, so I can assign that to myself as well as how to add funds. I have almost finalized that, actually. So I'll go ahead and grab those as well.
And you know what I really come to understand as well? The more I learn in life,
On-chain goodies. Any updates for anything in here?
No update on chain goodies. I've been waiting on a response from Manifold, and that's still pending. If I haven't heard back from them, we will do it the old-fashioned way when I'm back next week.
Beautiful. Looks like this is in the done section. We have off-ramp more funds from the multisig. Can you validate that, NF Thinker?
We have not done any over the past week, so nope, nothing yet.
We'll leave it there then. Let's see. Noun's prompt house is blocked, pending an investigation, or pending after ETH Denver, and changing our org emails is still in progress.
they gotta go to mandatory Korean army.
Looking at our tasks for this week, and correct me, this is looking at the forward week or the past week here.
That's this week currently.
All right. So we will be working on our FAQ. We're working on getting a generic bCard for new communities, sending out the February Patreon updates, and direct cast group for patrons. We will wait for Link's response when he's not on a plane. Panama yearly filing. Any updates on this?
That would be our Christie.
One day I'm wearing a t-shirt that has the Avengers on the front.
Yeah, working on it, hoping to have something more of an update for the ops meeting tomorrow, if that happens as scheduled.
All right, so let's say we'll update in ops meetings. We're looking to update if something is going on, if something happens. Looking to update in ops meetings. Beta app is still underway. We're moving up into trying to get to 50 users, gather feedback and update for UI UX. Get a system usability score of, I did listen to last week's meeting, like 100 is the top and an 80 score is some of the like top 10 UI interfaces or top 10%. Don't quote me on that. But this project is still underway. We are still working on updating our brand graphical assets to bCard. Did we settle on capital bCard?
No, lowercase bCard is what we settle on.
Update that.
Yep.
Let's see. The world needs communities. This is an article being worked on by private user. I am still working on the getting started article. I was not able to do much the past couple weeks. My day job's been keeping me swamped. Subscriber bi-monthly newsletter. It is ongoing. These are Coffee Crushers tasks, and they are not in. Post-launch campaign video content is underway.
Yep.
Website update. API key visibility and investor sign-up contact form. These are links tasks.
Yeah, we're also, me and Jonathan are working on updating the website to V3, and we had Zuri Bear come in and help us with the UX, and she proposed a new information architecture, and so we're working on that, and I'm looking for someone to help with the design, and we're basically ongoing progress in this section.
Who proposed the new architecture?
Zuri Bear. She joined us last week, and she already is contributing massively.
I don't know. Zordy Bear, was it?
Zooty.
Zordy Bear. Beautiful.
While waiting at the traffic light, this girl noticed a leg sticking out of the car window and thought it would be funny to tickle it, but things took a crazy turn.
All right. NFTs for the email list and survey fillers. I would assume this is still underway.
So she stayed.
Cash flow for proof of concept.
Man didn't like that at all and started chasing the couple, flashing his lights and waving his hand out the
Likewise, I would assume is still underway. Crypto Sapiens appearance is Coffee Crusher. We will let them come in when they do. And I did see that this was a new task created last week
The man stuck his
with a third party.
Yeah, it has been going on for quite a while, and there's no updates from them yet. So I'll reach out to Alan today and find out
leg sticking out of the car
if
window.
there's any update from him.
Sounds good. I do have to drop in a minute, so let's see if we can power through the next up. Once we have some more bandwidth, we'll look into Retro PGF 4. What is public and what is private information discussion. I might take that on at a later date once I finish the current support articles. Create a way to set the date range. That is will be an ongoing project, as well as verbiage and that updates on the website. Let's see. I don't know who B4U is. I will let Links update that as need be. The rest of this are projects that we will take on with bandwidth. Does anyone have anything they want to comment on?
Just wanted to say thanks to Corrupted Pineapple for jumping in and running the meet in Lynx's absence. Thanks for stepping up to the plate.
Yeah, happy to do it.
No, thank you so much. It was very nice, very efficient.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, great job, man.
Things.
Thank you. I did my best knowing as little as I do.
No worries, dude. Blue Bear, I requested edit access for the Figma, so whenever you're in there, you can approve.
All right. I will still lurk very quietly, but my attention will be on my day job now.
Stay corrupt, Pineapple. We'll catch you in a
Thank you,
bit.
everyone.
All right, thanks.
Bye, guys.
Did we have anyone else want to jump in and screen share up the next little bit, or anyone have anything in particular they'd like to discuss about things they're working on that they want some feedback from the team, or?
I would say check your emails if you are subscribed to our emails and click open to them and click so our open rates and click-through rates go a little bit up as well for the algorithms. Read those emails and then engage with them. If you haven't subscribed to our email list, then I don't know what you are still doing, not being so, being on the team and supporting everything. So I would, yes, that's what I would add.
I was just going to try to see if I could walk our way through the last little bit of what went on this week so we could get through the tail end of this meet. So what did we ship last week? I shipped a proof of concept for rewards, seeing as we're here for that now. Perhaps we could do a little peek on that proof of concept. So can you guys see the screen A-okay right here?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So this is just live off of our staging, getbcard.io. You can see I've loaded up this particular account with a few set of rewards. So bank and NOGs, the working template that we're going with the rewards claim process is going to be, say it is February. You can claim your rewards all month February. They will be visible in the app, but not yet claimable. When the month ticks over to March, all the February rewards and anything prior will then become claimable in the app. So when you click on claim your rewards, it will not work sometimes. But sometimes it will work. And then it will load up all of your sort of rewards distributed according to which ones they are in particular there, and then it will show them as claimable when they become claimable. So seeing as the app is new and the process is as such that all users have started using collecting rewards rather this month, nobody this month would have any claimable rewards, but hopefully if we have this user interface in place, then people will be able to walk their way through this next month and actually claim through some rewards with our test contract deployed on Optimism. So currently, I believe we'll be doing claimable tokens for bankless only. Now, I think the user interface gap that I had discussed earlier was I had mocked up this particular screen based on some wireframes from Lynx. But we needed to get it through a design review to clean it up because it's got some jam ups and some font issues, and there are some subsequent screens obviously that we get to in the claimability, but to me this is the primary one that we got to work on to get ready to ship to production before I can push this rewards initial claim flow process out to production so that we can get it in users' hands. So if we have somebody who's willing to take a look at that from a design process and give me some cleanup notes, I would be happy to implement them. Moving on, Lynx and NF Thinker met with Seed Club and hopefully blew them away. Lynx printed some business cards for ETH Denver, some cool Robin Banks, no doubt. I set up some test cards, so in-app on production for Al and I to use to run some particular tests. I actually was able to load up my card using my bank in Canada via a global transfer send, which was pretty sweet. And I was able to renew a domain on my list on GoDaddy with my bankless card this week, which to me was pretty amazing. Lynx paid the Transcard bill, so that means that their card company will keep working for us so we can keep issuing those cards, which is great. Coffee Crusher posted the last 3 Making Bank audio clips onto X, Instagram, and Warpcast channels. Coffee Crusher submitted messaging themes. March wrote and published this week the next edition of the subscriber email. Thank you. It rocks. Coffee Crusher updated the content calendar on Notion homepage for the next 2 weeks of content on our socials. And Jason, the best vibe, updated the email banner with the new bCard naming. Thank you. Discussion items. Here we are. Can we organize FAQ list for bCard users? I believe Blue Bear is working on this already. Possible team submissions to create questions. So this is I think, call to action from Coffee Crusher to give us some FAQs or requests from us some FAQs to be used in the construction of a document for our users. Does anyone have anything further they would like to discuss?
All right, well, boy.
Nothing really springs to mind in terms of, um, everything that we've discussed today. We got a lot pending this week. Brett has some interesting comments in the chat there. Did you want to chime in on any of that right now, Brett?
Oh yeah, just regarding what you mentioned earlier, Tom, needing a design eye to look at some of that stuff. It'd probably be just better for us to hop on a call quickly. I've had a lot of success with that. We're at kind of like a stage where it's like nitty gritty stuff, like a couple pixels here and alignment there. It might take a lot more back and forth for you than it would actually take if we just hopped on a call and quickly hashed through some of that stuff. So I've got time that I'd be happy to meet with you whenever you need to do that. If we want licks there or someone else,
Yeah, no, you and I can definitely hook it up for sure. I think that I don't have the design eye, and I just need some additional sort of verification. And of course, we know it's a proof of concept, right? And we know it's an alpha moving to a beta, so it doesn't have to be perfect.
Sure.
But I think that we just want to make sure that it's not going to be like burning people's eyeballs out of their heads when they are trying to use it.
No doubt, man. Yeah. I mean, that's not even on your roles and responsibilities. So I totally get it.
No, I'm good to do a call with you for sure. And what we can do is I can probably fire off some screens of some work in progress on the staging app, and then you can give me your notes. I can implement them, and then we can go from there.
Sounds good.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think it would be great to chat about the generic card design as well, Brett. I know we've had some conversations about it, but it would be great if we could actually finalize something. Would you be available to chat sometime this week?
Yeah. So just to clarify for me, so I'm working on some stuff that's futurescape. That will address that as well, but I don't think it's ready to push yet. I think it's more of a if we're on V2 right now or V3. I think this is a V4 or 5. So I just want to make sure I'm focusing on this is like immediate need to release, right?
Yeah, so we've got the black card, which you've seen today, that bCard supplement now. And that is the bankless DAO rewards card. So it's, you use that, you earn bank. That card program, we're going to convert to the generic program. And the generic program will mean that you'll be able to swap between tokens, and we'll be able to onboard communities without giving them their own card. So this is what we mean when we say the generic card, and we want to release it as soon as possible.
Got it.
It won't be ready to go out for a couple months, just because we're waiting on an activation for the MDES, which is like the tokenized cards. But we do need to go through the sort of approval process with the printer and the card issuer. And so this is why we need to have a generic card that's done and done. So that's the one that I sent you that Hasu had worked on. All the lines need movement. And so, yeah, it would be good to, I guess, go over that and see what we can do for a generic card now, and release it within the next week.
Yeah, that's totally fine. So will we be able to push out an updated card, say 4 months from now?
Yeah, probably more like 6 months or so. There will be a cost to it, not a huge cost. But yeah, that would roll out with our new branding.
Got it. And that's kind of what I'm working on, Futurescape over here. So I just want to make sure they aligned and I'm not
working for nothing.
Yeah. But I think you're gonna like what you see. But yeah, it's not ready to push out now. So yeah, we can hop on and talk about the immediate need for sure. No problem.
Okay, cool. Yeah, well, I'll DM you and we'll try and figure out a time for this week.
Perfect. Sounds good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It all helps if we can help each other out looking at things and making sure things are looking good and working well, right? Because it's all well and good to think it looks good by yourself, but once you get the team looking at it, we can make sure we're all pulling in the right direction.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure. Is there anything anybody else had on their agenda they wanted to talk about? I know it is ETH Denver week. Obviously, people are going to be schmoozing and pitching all week and weekend long, I think. So hopefully we can send our best wishes and luck to them. Chris, if there's anything on the ground that you guys need from the team back in the office, I trust you will let us know how we can help you out.
Yes, absolutely.
So I'll be on standby for sure. Hopefully there'll be no coding emergencies or anything like that, or marketing emergencies that come down the pipeline. But if you do need anything, hopefully we can all be standing by to help out as needed.
Awesome. Well, thanks everybody for running this meeting today.
Yep, thank you guys.
Terrific. We got to keep it a little bit tighter. We got a little bit extra time to go grab a fresh cup of coffee here before our next hour comes on down the pipeline. I think that we'll have some things to talk about and work on this week and get ready for another exciting bCard week next week.
Woohoo! Exciting.
All right, everybody. Have fun looking at those mountains.
Yeah. Thanks everyone for hosting. Thanks. Bye.
Thanks, Tom.
Have a good one, everyone.
Yeah, have a good one.